Aloha, y'all. Your boy Jay coming back at you deep in the Hawaiian jungle. So that little statement, get a job. You saw what happened in New York. Mom Donnie wiped the floor with that little statement. And you know why? You know why? Because the people of New York is just like a lot of people throughout the country. They sick of you telling them to go get a job. What job? It's nothing but mass layoffs out there. And if I do get a job, you ain't giving me no guarantees as far as a decent wage so I can feed myself, clothe myself, shelter myself. And then they act like getting a job is a lottery ticket. I'm seeing countless videos of people saying, went out, put in 900 resumes a day, finally got a job offer on Friday, and by Tuesday, they rescinding the job offer. Talking about, well, we moving in a different direction. If you keep thinking that the little phrase that y'all love to say, get a job, without the other half, which is what I just stated, decent wage, security, you just lost New York, you're going to lose the midterms, and you're going to lose the White House in 2028 behind that very statement. So now they're talking about all these so-called multimillionaires and billionaires. They taking their money out of New York and they gonna run to Florida, and they gonna run down to Texas and start a new stock market and whatnot. I don't care where you go on planet Earth. If you got 2% of the people with all the money and you expect the other 98% to work like dogs and slaves, keep buying your overpriced product with low quality so you can live this lavish lifestyle, lay up on the beach, drive a Ferrari, man, you better move to Mars with something like that. They say Elon Musk, his latest compensation package from Tesla, if all the incentives work out and whatnot, that's supposed to make him a trillionaire. Nobody is that smart. So when you see what's going on in New York, that definitely tells you that we're moving this thing towards, obviously, they talking about 10 million layoffs possibly in the next 7 years. So it's moving to UBI, universal basic income. That's a given. A lot of these people that's telling you get a job, they're gonna be right in that UBI line right with you, because nobody knows the effects of this AI. Nobody knows the effects of this chatbot. So with that being said, you're about to have a huge trend towards people starting their own businesses and entrepreneurship. So the number one skill that's about to be in demand is sales. If you can't sell one-to-one with somebody, guerrilla marketing is about to come back into play. Don't start no business, because a lot of people think, well, I can just start a business, throw up a website, and $1 million is going to drop in my lap. No. Unless you're a multi-million-dollar corporation with a huge marketing budget and you have the money to be able to fund a professional sales team, you got to go out there and get face-to-face with this customer. Take it from somebody. I've been in sales since I was like 22 years old. Started off with Gallo Wine, all the way up to the Gillette company. So to gastroenterologists when I worked for J&J as a pharmaceutical rep, and not to mention in Waikiki, all the different tour companies I sold for. So the new thing now is sales. If you're afraid to get in front of people, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it out there as no salesman. If you think that you can still talk like you on a slave plantation and you can barely put together two sentences, it's a wrap. If you think just because you're trying to sell to a black person, you think it's time to start sounding cool and start sounding black, people see right through that. It's about face-to-face sales, because with the AI and the chatbot and all the major corporations flooding the internet with ads. I mean, when's the last time you clicked on a YouTube ad? You hit skip. just like I do. So if you're trying to sharpen your skills as far as starting your own business or whatever, you got to get them sales skills down. So it's about to get real exciting out there because the country done spoke. They willing to push this thing to the far left because people sick of you telling them to just go get a job without explaining the benefits of that job. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit the sub button. Y'all hit that follow button. Hit that notification button. We coming back at you. Aloha and mahalo.